Hassani, what has practice been like? You guys talked about it a little bit on Friday, Felipe and traded, but now that you've gone through a game with it, with basically, as Frank put it, like 6.5 scholarship guys, managing minutes, managing energy, things of that nature, how difficult was that on Saturday? And then with a chance now to still get the number 4 seed in the SEC, you still got to have 2 more games like this.
I mean, it definitely hurts us that we're shorthanded, especially with, the loss of AJ. That's one of our, primary scorers. So that, that causes a burden on us as far as that goes. That causes stress on, Chris in the post. I mean, that just gives, other teams a reason to double down on him instead of having to worry about, someone on the wing like AJ that can shoot the ball, or he's just gifted offensively in general. As far as practice goes, we're not able to go, 10 guys, clashing heads back and forth because we don't have those bodies. So, coach just plays it smart and uses practice as a way to make sure that we are trying to, I guess, just like clean up things, that we definitely need for, these upcoming games and rest our bodies so that we can have the energy to play with the 6.5, 7 guys that we have available.
Sonny, I know that you guys ran a little bit of zone, obviously, at Missouri. How comfortable are you with that, and what's practice been like for these freshmen trying to learn a little bit more being a man-to-man team most of the year this year?
Yeah, it all starts with communication. And I feel like everybody has at some point in their life have run 2-3 zone. Now, obviously, at the collegiate level, it's harder, but if you communicate and, talk to one another throughout the zone, it's not that difficult. But when guys are, being quiet, especially in the back line, it's really difficult for the guards up top to, cover the ball or get through ball screens and stuff like that. But, the coaches have done a great job of, explaining to us, the coverages in the zone. So I think we'll be fine in the zone, comfortable. I think we're able to disrupt teams a lot more when we're able to play man, but with the amount of people we have, that's what we got to do.
Is that part of the freshman communicating with them, haven't run as much this year?
Yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit, especially when you have guys like Keyshawn. When he has played the zone, he's always been in the bottom. Now he's having to play the top because he's having to run the shooting guard spot now, and he's one of the smaller guys on the court. So it has its cons, but we'll be all right.
Hassani, 2 weeks ago, you guys had tremendous momentum. It seemed like everything was starting to come your way, and then these last 2 weeks happened, injuries, losses in a row. Just how hurt is this locker room right now, and can you guys bounce back in time to really try to make a run here with only a couple weeks left in the season?
Well, I mean, you never know when an obstacle will be thrown in front of you. Obviously, we've had so many injuries this year, and it's hurt, but we try not to dwell on that and keep our minds on that. We just, whoever's available, let's go get it. So the fact that we're still tied for fourth was, definitely a positive, whatever in our ear. So we're looking forward to the next game, and we're trying to go out here and win these next 2.
Sonny, looking at the schedule, at Missouri and then back-to-back, to Texas A&M, 2 of the farthest road trips in the SEC. Is that pretty hard for you guys to do, or is every road trip the same?
I will say I feel like the plane rides do kind of take a little bit of a toll, but you can't use that as an excuse. A road game is a road game. I mean, you're not playing at home. So either way it goes, you're going to go into an environment where the fans don't want you to win. The other team's trying to protect their court. It's your job to go in there with the right mindset and go in there and, execute anything that the coach asks us to do and try to get the win.
Sonny, your last 2 regular season games, as a Gamecock are coming up, have you thought about that at all? Have you let the emotions kind of affect you? Or have you thought anything about what the emotions are going to be like Saturday?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost unbelievable. But some guys say that their college careers feel like they flew by. I mean, I feel like I've been in college for a hot minute now with the different schools I've been to. But I try not to really let the emotions get the best of me when it comes to that. But, I mean, it is reaching its end, so I'm just going to continue to give all I got.
Along those lines, Frank mentioned the other day that a big goal for this team and for him personally and for the program is to finish with a winning record, because that would be 5 straight. South Carolina's winning records, which hasn't happened in over 20, 30 years. Mm-hmm. For you, that would mean you would leave here with 3 winning records. For Chris, it's 4. How important is that to you? I mean, obviously, you guys have left your mark in the program being part of a Final Four, but to finish with that streak intact, how important would that be?
Yeah, it means big time. I mean, I don't think any guy asked to, come play basketball for any program and wants to have a losing record. So, but along with that, like I said, the fact that we're tied in 4th just means that we need to win these next 2 games for sure. And to have a winning record on my career here would be big time and something I can always, cherish.
I guess along those same lines, like if you get to 4th and you do control your own destiny, it's important in a couple of ways, because obviously it's a higher seed, but it allows another day of rest for a team that doesn't have a lot of bodies. How important is that?
That's huge. That's huge, man. I mean, that just, that gives AJ more time to recover. I mean, I'm not sure exactly when he'll be back, but just rest in general. I mean, even if AJ wasn't to come back, if we just still have 6.5 guys, that will give us more, energy, time, and rest to just get prepared and focus for the, whatever game lies ahead of us. Appreciate it.